Hi, I'm Brie. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I don't really know anything about anything, but I like to talk, so that's why we're here. Um, Last night I wrote down in my journal this thought I had, and it was a feeling that I was getting, and I remember when I was 6 years old, I think in a Walmart or something, or like just like some kind of like store with my dad, and I remember he put me in the shopping cart and he set me in the very front of the store, like near the entrance. And I just like saw him walk away with like one of the associates. And I was like so scared. I got that feeling that he was never gonna come back. And I just kind of like sat there in the cart for like a really long time. And people were watching me, like they were like passing by and looking at me because I was crying. I was a 6-year-old crying alone in a shopping cart. And eventually I got out of the shopping cart, and I just remember like when I was younger, when I was in a grocery store, because I tended to like to wander off on my own to get the items that I wanted because he'd take too long or something. I would like whistle and he would whistle back, but I remember just like whistling and not hearing anything. So I'm out of the shopping cart just like wandering, and after like maybe what felt like an hour of looking for him, I saw him, and he was like, I told you to stay in the shopping cart. Like, I was gonna be back soon anyway, but like, I don't know, like, me and my 6-year-old mind, like, it just like, that feeling that I was never gonna see my dad again, like, feeling of abandonment, in like a little 6-year-old, I think that was like the first glimpse I got to like, actual, like, I don't know, like, dread. That like dread feeling. I'm like, oh well, I'm 6 years old, I'm gonna be homeless for the rest of my life, even though like I didn't know what that was. That's kind of like that's kind of how I felt last night. I feel like I'm 6 years old, back in a shopping cart looking for my dad. And that sounds like ridiculous, like not knowing what that means, but it's been, probably shouldn't talk about this. It's been 2 months since somebody I was really close to passed away, and I think my life hasn't been the same since. And what's silly about that is that like we had a falling out. We were barely even talking. In fact, I was like really mad at him. But like in my heart, I still loved him. And I mean, like, you'll always love someone. If you ever love someone, you're gonna love them till the rest of your life. The rest of you the the rest of your life. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And I just, social isolation, man, is like a hell of a drug. Like, I don't think I've gone so long without seeing people face to face. And I don't know why. I'm just really not interested. I spoke to a psychic medium for my birthday. That's how much I really miss this kid. And I remember that medium said something that he said to me before he passed away. Like, I think it was the second to last time I saw him in person. And I don't know, dude. It all feels so real, because, like, how would they know that? Hello? Do you have him on the let me speak to him! Let me speak to him! I can't believe that's what I got myself for my birthday. Like, I'm like, out of all the things I could buy, I think I want to talk to a medium. Like, what? What is wrong with me? A lot. Many of the things are wrong with me. But you know what? It's what makes me interesting, so that's fine. And I don't know, I just like, when you lose someone and that person had like formed a big part of who you are now, even if like you're not close to them anymore, it's like you lose a part of yourself, like losing someone is like nothing, you could ever experience. I mean, I've lost so many people in my life, and I do kind of feel guilty that this was the one that like really affected me. And I just feel like nobody will ever really understand. You know, even the people that knew the person that I lost, like, I don't think they'll even understand. Just because, like, I don't know, it's complicated. Everything is always complicated, and that's part of the human experience, which I guess it's fine. I'd much rather be a raccoon. You have no idea how much I would rather be literally anything else than a human being. Last night, I decided to change my life again. Like, I do this all the time. I'm like, you know what? Something needs to change. And what I decided was I'm gonna be a fruitarian. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm already vegan. And I like being vegan. It's, like, surprisingly easy. The only, like, dairy that I ever... Because I was vegetarian for a really long time. The only dairy I really ever ate was sometimes cheese. But I didn't even really like cheese that much. I only ate cheese because I was also keto. I need to stop playing around with this diet stuff. But it was yogurt, Greek yogurt. And they make soy yogurt, so I'm vegan. But now I'm fruitarian, which means I have to buy an entire bag of frozen fruit for my freaking smoothies. My life is so unnecessarily difficult. Like, I don't do shit. I mean, like, I have work in, like, a couple minutes, but I don't do anything. I just sit there and I'm like, here's your food. Oh my god, this one girl was like, you're so pretty. And I was like, I love you. No, I didn't say that. But I was like, oh my god, you're so pretty. I thought she hated me at first. When people, like, stare at me, I get this, like, feeling like I'm like, do you want me to die? like, what did I do? What did I do? But usually they're really nice. And I was just watching this YouTuber, and it's very rare to, like, find, like, a new YouTuber for me. I just, like, tend to stick to the same people. But this guy was, like, one of these, like, home YouTubers, and it's kind of, like, the style of my videos that I like to film, but I never post. And he was really talking about some stuff that was, like, just talk to people. Just talk to people. We're all weird. We're all gross. We all went through the same pandemic. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Just talk to people. And I do. I do talk to people. But I don't like it. People can be so, like, I don't know, human. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. I keep saying that. I downloaded Tinder as well. Why would I download Tinder? The reason is because that psychic medium was like, you need to find a life partner. And then in my head, I'm like, I don't even want a life partner. Like, I want a cat. Are you saying I should get a cat? Because I will get a cat as soon as my lease is up. But no, I downloaded Tinder, and I had it for, like, less than 24 hours before I was like, I really hate this. I'm, like, literally not enjoying myself at all. I don't want to go on a date with any of these people. Like, I would like to delete this. So I deleted it. And it's just, like, dating is, I don't like it. I've only had one relationship that never really even happened that I enjoyed. Every other one was just, like, me, like, coddling these people. Don't coddle people. Don't be like me. Be a kind-hearted person, of course. Like, be nice to people. But when it comes to, like, relationships, like, there becomes a point where it's like, is this weaponized incompetence? Like, are you truly this slow? Remember, my brother died. Oh, and no hate to this guy. He might see this. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna talk about you. My brother died. This, like, really changed me as well. And I remember I came back from, I think, like, smoking weed with my friends, and I was with my boyfriend at the time. We got home, and his mom called us into her room, and she was like, we need to talk. And I was like, does she know that we're high? Like, are you mad? I thought she would be fine with it. It's just weed. Like, we're okay. I'm so sorry. She's like, Brie, your brother died. And I was just like, dude. I started laughing. And you can't blame me. Because, like, people react to, like, that kind of stuff differently. I felt shame for it for a really long time. But no, grief is weird. I was like, for real? And she was like, yeah, girl. And I was like, oh, wow. And I just went into his room with him, sat there quietly, And do you know what he did? Didn't say a word. And then he kind of just avoided me in school. And then I was like, why are you avoiding me? Because I was just pretty much crying all day because it finally set in. I'm like, oh, he's gone. And I remember he was like, boy, I just don't know how to deal with it. I don't know, man. You're my boyfriend. Like just chill with me for a little bit. Like, is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, we broke up a little while after that. I think like maybe the day after, because I remember that couple days before or something. I'm so bad at English. I'm so sorry. He had like asked to have these like people over and like drink, and he was like a year younger than me, so I'm like, first of all, why are you drinking like that? And second of all, no, like that's like your ex basically. It was like a talking stage, but they liked each other. Chat, would you let your boyfriend have a girl that he liked come over with a couple of his friends while you're not home if you kind of live with them? I don't think so. It's weird. I don't care, it's weird. But I became like the chill girl for a little bit. You know, the chill girl always gets cheated on? Not always, but usually. If you're me, usually. And that's why I just don't like relationships, because like I want to be able to trust someone and give them their space. But it just never works out for me. I don't know. This is a lot. And grief is really interesting. We all react differently. And I don't really know if ghosts exist, but if they do, that's wild. I have to get ready for work now, but I'm gonna make a video every Monday. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.